All right, so now that we have installed our Burpsuite, now let's see how we can use it as a web proxy server to intercept traffic, HTTP request, especially HTTP requests that we are dealing with coming from this our client machine and going to the Metasploitable server. We know that this DBWA is a website, is a web application hosted on the Metasploitable web server. So we want to intercept the HTTP request, HTTP GET request, and HTTP POST request that is ongoing to the Metasploitable web server. So we are going to use Burpsuite as our proxy server to intercept the traffic, so that we can be able to examine the contents of the request that our client machine is submitting to the Metasploitable web server using this DBWA web application. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and launch the Burpsuite. So I'll just come up here and then I'm going to search for my Burpsuite. So I have my Burpsuite here. I'll double click on it to launch the Burpsuite application. All right. So I will just go on and click next, and then I'm going to click on Start Burp. All right, perfect. So we have started Burpsuite, and among these tabs, the one that we are interested in is the proxy. So I'll click on proxy, and then make sure that Intercept is set to on. So Intercept is on, and then I'll go to options. Then there, we can see the address that we are going to intercept the web traffic 127.0.0.1, which is a local host, a loopback address, and overflow 8080. So for us to be able to redirect traffic coming from this local host 127.0.0.1 overflow 8080, then we need to go to our web browser and set proxy using this same configuration, this IP address and this port number. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to minimize this, and then I'm going to go to my browser here, and then I'm going to go to click on this tab on this menu here, and then under it I'm using Firefox web browser, and I'm sure you're also using Firefox web browser. Then I'll come over here under references, I'll click on references, and then I'll search for proxy, and then I'll click on it, click on these settings, and then within this proxy configuration settings, we have no proxy, we have auto detect proxy setting, and I'm going to select just manual proxy configuration, and then I will make sure that the IP address that has been specified here is the same as I have on my Burpsuite, which is 127.0.0.1 and overflow 8080. So I'll click on OK and select it, and then I'm going to close here as well. So now any traffic that is coming from my machine, which is having that loopback address, going to the Metasploitable web server, it is going to be intercepted by my Burpsuite. All right. So now I'll go back. Now let's attempt going to any of these sites, like the file inclusion where we test the HTTP GET request. Now let's click on it. So as we click on it, you see we can't go to that page. The page is hanging. As we click on it, the link is hanging. We are still on this page. Our request is not going straight to the Metasploitable 2 web server. Actually, the request has been intercepted by our Burpsuite. So now let's go back to the Burpsuite. I will minimize this, and then I'll go to the Burpsuite. And then I'll come back here under the Intercept tab, and then as you can see, we have the GET request. This is the GET request, and the host that is we are targeting to with that request is 192.168.43.230, which is the IP address of my Metasploitable 2. And we can see the user agent, which is we are using Mozilla version 5.0 over Ubuntu Linux machine. And we have more details about the Firefox web browser. So we can see various details. We have the cookie here. We have security set to low, and PHP session ID, which is basically just the cookie. All right, and then so we have various parameters here that we can see details about the request that our browser is making to that particular server. So we have been successfully been able to intercept that HTTP GET request that our machine is making to that Metasploitable 2 web server. So I will click, and then this will the request will hang. It will continue hanging. It won't go until we go back to our Burpsuite and click on forward. So until we forward the traffic will not go. So I'll come here and click on forward. Click on forward. Now the traffic has successfully been, the request has been submitted to the web server. So if we go here, we can see that, and the server has responded. We have been able to navigate to this particular file inclusion web page. All right. So now let's also try to see post method, how Burpsuite will be able to intercept post HTTP post method. All right. So let's come over here. We know that we use upload to see how post is being made. So if I click on this upload, that particular web page upload, we can't be able to go to the upload page because it has been intercepted by our Burpsuite. So I'll go back to the Burpsuite again once more, and then if I click on this, you can see we have it. So I'm going to forward it. I'm going to forward it, and then if we go back to the Metasploitable 2, we can see that we have successfully navigated to the upload. Okay, so now the post method is actually this page that will make use of the post method, as we have seen in the previous lecture. So I'm attempts to browse and upload an image. So I'll come over here, and I have this particular image, JPEG. So I'll select it, I'll open it, and then I will attempt to upload it to the web server. So I'll click on upload, and as usual, you can see the request has been intercepted by our Burpsuite. So I'll go back to the Burpsuite. Come back to this Burpsuite, and then we can see that intercept is set to on. So as we can see, we have the method is post, and we can see the host that we are making the request to is 192.168.43.230, and we can see various details about the post request, and then we can also see the image, which is in binary format that we are trying to upload. We can see that name upload, and then the file name is Faisal.jpg, and we can see the content type, it is an image of JPEG file extension. So we can see various details of the request that our client machine is making to the server. All right, so it will still not go until we forward. So we have to forward it, and then we forward it now. Now if we go back, we will see that the image has been successfully uploaded to the server. So as we can see, it has been successfully uploaded to the server. So this is how we'll be able to intercept HTTP GET request and HTTP POST request, and then manipulate it, be able to inject our malicious code, and be able to take control of that particular web server, even if it is using medium security. So we have tested with low security. We have been able to hack into the server using without using Burpsuite, using low security. So we are going to make use of this to hack into the server at medium security setting in the subsequent lectures.